Hey everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I have another Project Life 2023 story to share with you using this cut file from the CutShoppe Favorite Things and also Stories by the Month, Ali Edwards, February. And I just want to say, I know I've mentioned it before, but these cut files, I am learning how to use them this year, and I'm kind of happy that you guys are along for the journey with me as I learn how to get better and better using these cut files. So I'm going to add some glue to the cut file and then I'll place it down. Not a lot of glue because I know that I need to insert the pictures. I'm also sharing the family stories and documenting them a little bit different this year in that I gather up the photos, then look at them and see if there's any common themes or stories. And one of the ones that I noticed was that I took a lot of evening photos, which is exciting because I don't normally do that unless it's like week in the life. So I had several photos of us watching TV, cuddling on the couch, and some treats because we tried a lot of treats this month. So I decided to use Photoshop Elements to get the individual pie chart pieces and insert some photos, making a clipping mask. And I can go ahead and add those to the cut file. I did take a Stories by the Month digital card, I believe, and used that for two of the pie chart pieces. Because the shape was so awkward, there was going to be no photo that would work. But I absolutely love how it came together. It definitely took a little bit of computer work as far as getting the pie chart pieces, but I love it, and I'm just assembling each of those. I got a photo of me cuddling with each of my kids, and then my husband and our daughter, and then several of the different treats that we tried throughout the month. My husband was like on a big kick of getting all kinds of different treats for us to try, like a lot of dessert popcorn. There was chocolate popcorn, Cocoa Puffs popcorn, Reese's Pieces bark. I don't know. It was a lot of really great desserts this month. We are a family that's big on desserts, and that's probably another story that I can document at another time. So once I get the pieces all down, I'm going to make sure that I add in some more glue because I feel like that is the tricky part, is just adding enough glue so that everything sticks down. Now, I had these photos of us all on the couch together, which, you know, with the big dudes in our house, we can't always fit on one couch. So it's nice when they let us join their couch and we all like cuddle up together. So I took those photos and I'm going to mat them on a journaling card from the digital kit. I loved, it's kind of like a map artsy journaling card. So I'm going to use that for the main photos. And I also have some color cast designs pieces that I want to use. My next step, though, is adding the inner pieces of the A, O, and R. I'd almost forgotten to add those, but they were in the bottom of my tray. Again, that's why I love these trays for organizing my projects, because they help so I don't lose any pieces. And as you can see, I've kind of made where my clusters are going to be with the Color Cast Designs pieces, and I'll move those in a second so I can add some stamping, because I love adding stamping. I am also matting the photos, getting those down before I stamp. And I'm going to use that kind of empty space on the top photo to put a stamped phrase. I love the Exos Story Kit stamp. It's a really great stamp set with a lot of little sentiments on it. So I'm going to use that along with some Stories by the Month stamps. I wanted to have a stamp phrase that was going to be like a big, bold title piece. And I stamped February with the pink ink, but later on, I'm going to decide to use a different large stamp. So for now, I'm going a little bonkers with all the stamping with the XO, and I am going to cover up some of it once I get further down the road with my cluster building. But I take some green Sage Distress Oxide ink and stamp the circle XO. I also stamp Kinda Loving This with a yellow ink, and then I use the heart stamp and sprinkle that all over the place. I just felt like I may have stamped a few too many hearts and didn't make my stamping clusters tight enough, if that makes sense. I felt like I made it too scattered. So that's why I'm going to cover up a little bit of it. I have this Color Cast Designs piece that's a TV, and I feel like it is fantastic and really needs to find a home. And it's going to find a home on this page. I also have a few stars that I'm going to use throughout the spread, and three phrases that are wood veneer pieces. Little moments, comfy cozy, and remember this. So love Color Cast Designs pieces, and I have so much in my stash. I really need to figure out a way to use more of them. I pulled out some more Stories by the Month phrases to stamp. I stamped good things and love. I'm also going to stamp some smaller phrases that with black ink. I just felt like I needed a few little small phrases in black ink. And I think I actually intended to have a black inked phrase above my main title piece. Right now it says February, but I meant to have another one above that, and I just forgot because I wanted to balance it all out with 3 phrases that were stamped in black ink, but I just forgot. So that's okay. But you can see that I have stamped out the new kind of title piece, which is going to be Family Time. I thought that that would work better overall instead of February, because this whole spread is obviously going to be in the February section. So I felt like Family Time worked better. Now, the phrases that I stamped in black are hugs and kisses and currently loving. And like I said, I wanted one above the Family Time, but I just must have forgotten or something. I could probably go back and do that at some point. I also am going to pop dot the Family Time, so that way it's lifted up a little bit. The hugs and kisses, I wasn't sure where that was going to go, but I am going to wind up putting it right above favorite. And I'm just putting the phrase right above the favorite and not adding any extra clustering to it. And the pink phrase that says love, I put that above little moments, and then I'll just add in the acrylic pieces. So overall, this came together as a fantastic way to show our evening spent as a family. And I know I mentioned earlier that I felt like I stamped a little too much in the background, but covering up some of it and sprinkling in the acrylic pieces, I think overall it makes for a really fantastic spread with lots of bright colors. Love that Ali Edwards changed the Stories by the Month color scheme. I think it looks fantastic, and I'm really enjoying this new approach to my family stories. And I love how I was able to pair that story with a cut file from the CutShoppe. So I'm just finishing up the last little adhesive pieces that I have to do for my cluster in the bottom right, and then I will be done with this project. And I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing this come together. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you are new to my channel. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.